simplified sophistication. I just love simple clothes that have that touch of sophistication and that timelessness. Well, Yves Saint Laurent Beauty asked me to create a dress inspired by the Afrique chic palette. You know, and for me that was a great challenge because I usually try and go away from overly African themes, you know, and but I took it as a good challenge. I was like, how am I going to create a dress that's simple and sophisticated and that's got the colors of the beautiful palette but has the spirit of YSL beauty and but the energy of today. So I went back into all the runway pictures from the YSL brand and I could just see the proportions of the fringe, you know, and just the joy that the garments had. And I just want to put a simplicity in it. So I started with the sketches. You know, I work with 3 sketches and I always have like A, B, and C. So, and I'll use like the top of A with the middle of C and the bottom of B, that kind of thing. And we created this garment. Well, YSL as a fashion brand and as a beauty brand has been around for a very, very long time. You know, I remember the packaging because my mom used to use it. I'm very, very glad that YSL Beauty has held on to the gold packaging. You know, because it's all good things come back again. So I was very happy to see that packaging, and it's influenced a lot of designers because that's what we researched when we were in college. Is the YSL brand, the designer Yves Saint Laurent, and all these collections and his actual foray into ready-to-wear. And I'm a ready-to-wear brand, so I take my feather from his cap, you know. And it's influenced a lot of designers, just the aesthetic, and even the business model of fashion designers now, who have a business partner like Pierre Berger, and they are the creators. So it's not only just the creative part that YSL has influenced; it's also the business of fashion itself. There is a beautiful caramel, you know, and it is just the most beautiful tone. You know, the moment you see a tone that could work on everybody and anybody, and for me, that's the main tone that I use for the top and the bottom of the dress. And then all the other tones, all the deeper browns and the more gold, I incorporated in the rest of the dress. But that caramel just spoke to me.
It spoke to you also.
The moment I saw the palette, I saw that it had a little bit of sheen to it, you know. I thought, wow, I need to find a sequin. But like the palette, it's not shiny, it's not glitzy, it's subtle, you know. So that's where we went to go source this leather sequin, you know. So that's the biggest search for a leather sequin, you know. But we found it, and we had it colored to just the correct tone. And yeah, that's what we ended up with. You know, a beautiful sequin that has a sheen, but still absorbs the color, absorbs light, so that it looks modern, it looks fresh, and it doesn't look like too shiny.
Yeah.
Well, for me, fashion and beauty is one thing. You know what I mean? Because when I create a look, I create the look from head to toe. You know what I mean? And makeup says a lot. Makeup is one of those indicators of even just mood and intention. You know, there's a certain eye you do when you go to work. People say, so you're going out after this, right? Because they can see the kind of makeup you've done. You're not going home after this, you know what I mean? So it's such a great transference of mood, and that's what clothes also do. They transfer mood. So when you're putting a certain lip color on, when you're putting a certain eyeshadow on, it speaks to what you want to do, what you have been doing, what you feel like doing, and it goes hand in hand with fashion. Hi, this is Thula Sindi, and you are on True Love.